It's time for you to contribute. It's time for you to start sharing and contributing to a bigger body of knowledge. And so we're going to come up with some ideas. And some of you say, but what is the return on investment? It's really not what's the return on investment. It's what's the return on ignoring. What happens if you ignore this generation of the way we communicate and connect and share? We all have access to not only reading content and consuming content, but we also have the tools now that we can contribute. We can talk about whatever. I mean, how many of you use Yelp? Okay, lots of you. Lots of you Yelpers. So Yelp is one of those that sometimes you go to a restaurant and you open up on Yelp and you see these long comments that people write and you're going, who's taking the time to write these things? I mean, do you ever wonder that when you see these reviews and you're going, man, this person's got too much time on their hands because they're writing reviews everywhere. And yet, how do we base our decisions now on where we eat, where we stay, what we do? We look at the reviews. People are contributing their experiences to a bigger body of knowledge, whether that's on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, could be on their own blog, but it could also be on sites like Yelp or OpenTable or all these other food apps that we use and review sites. So, we now have the tools. We're armed, and sometimes dangerous, and we are connected 24/7. We're always on. www used to stand for World Wide Web. Today, it's whatever information we want, wherever we are, and whenever we want it. And you'll notice a digital native, when they have a question, they know how to find the answer. They immediately go and check it out. And it used to be, go ask your father. Then I went to go ask Google. Now it's ask Siri. She won't understand you, but you can still ask her. Born in this land, it doesn't mean you love it. There are a lot of digital natives who don't love technology. But digital natives are those who are born with computers around, either in your home or in your schools, at work, for sure. Digital natives are used to technology. But a digital immigrant, it's those of us who, over the age of 30, we've come to this new frontier and we've looked at this land and we have decided to enter the land with a sense of adventure, with a sense of wonder, with an excitement to learn new things, or we stand at the border kicking and screaming, don't make me go. I don't want to tweet. Don't make me. Those of you who are Twitter phobia, you don't ever have to tweet. I know, you're shocked right now, I can tell. You don't ever have to tweet. You can just be on Twitter and watch other people's content. It's called a twatcher. Say it carefully, but that's what you'd be. Yeah. If you know what these two things have to do with each other, you're probably a digital immigrant. Now, we're in a state right now that I call digital Darwinism. And digital Darwinism is a state where technology is advancing faster than people can keep up with it. If you don't make today's you obsolete, someone else will. You need to continually make yourself obsolete, today's you obsolete, and reinvent yourself. Because someone is nipping at your heels doing it. They're working to make you obsolete. And the tools are new. The world is new. The language is new. We have to learn to embrace it in order to survive in this new land. It might be a scary thing, but once you pass that border and you realize, okay, it's not so bad after all, I think you'll be surprised at how connected and how wonderful some of these tools can be.
Our customers are getting younger and younger. Have you seen there's like 1-year-olds trading stock? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's like, he's on E-Trade. It's a commercial for Microsoft that gets me every time. It's a little girl, she's 4.5, because it starts out by her saying, I'm 4.5 and I am PC. Yeah, uploads a picture from her digital camera which some of us still don't know how to do. And then she uploads it to her computer, she edits the picture, and she says, I'm going to email this to my parents. First time I saw that, I thought, where are her parents? She's 4. She's at the computer by herself. There's a problem with that. But that's where our kids are today. They're wired 24/7. Your customers are getting younger and younger. Your customers text on their phones more than they talk on their phones. Your customers spend more time on the internet than they do watching TV. This is our new customer, and they want something different. Saying we don't do technology is like saying I don't do electricity. We all use technology. We may not like technology, and that's fine. You can say, I find technology frustrating, and that's fine. But we have to learn to embrace the fact that it is here. It's not going away. It's not a fad. People keep telling me, oh, Twitter's a fad, Facebook's a fad. It's a trend. A trend is something we watch and we get on board. And I've had people tell me, well, I'm going to wait until I see what the final thing is. And that's like saying you don't buy a car until they've come out with a final model. I mean, you buy the car, you learn to drive, and then when a new model comes out, I mean, anybody buy a car in the last 6 months? I mean, now cars, you can burn CDs onto a hard drive in your car. Your car is this computer. I want to just buy one of those cars that parallel parks itself. I mean, how cool is that?